Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to make chocolate chiffon cake. And the ingredients that we need are 150 ml of milk, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of coffee, 100 ml of vegetable oil, 60 grams of cocoa powder or half a cup, 7 egg yolks, 3/4 cup of sugar or 180 grams of sugar, 180 grams of cake flour or 1 cup plus 1 tablespoon of cake flour. I am using a Dutch processed cocoa, which is on the right. You can see the difference in color. It's quite darker than the normal cocoa that we can buy. I've got cake flour, cocoa, and baking powder that I will combine and mix. And then just set this aside. Then combine the coffee with the milk, give it a stir, and then add the vegetable oil. Set this aside as well. Now we're gonna beat the egg yolks. And then we can gradually add the sugar. Beat this until the egg yolk is light and fluffy and the color is like pale yellow. This is now ready. We're gonna move on to the next step. So just sieve in the cocoa and flour mixture. And then just fold the mixture until everything is well combined. This might take some time, so just be patient with it. And then we will add the liquid ingredients. Just add the liquid ingredients in 2 additions. And once the liquid is absorbed by the egg yolk mixture, we can then add the other half of the liquid ingredients. And then if you find some lumps in your batter, just push it towards the side to pop some bubbles. Just like what I'm doing here. I'm pushing it to the side just to break that lumps. And this is now ready. We're gonna move on to the meringue. So beat the egg whites until it is frothy. Then add the cream of tartar. So that's 7 egg whites, half a teaspoon of cream of tartar, and then I'm gonna add 100 grams of sugar or half a cup of sugar. Then we're gonna Beat this until the egg whites reach steeping stage. Just like so. So we will now then combine the cocoa mixture to the meringue mixture. So just to lighten up the cocoa mixture, we will add about a third or 1/4 of the meringue. And then using the folding method to mix it. Okay, then we will pour the cocoa mixture just like so. Again, the folding method when mixing the batter. Being ever so gentle not to knock the air out. And this is now ready to be baked. So I have 8-inch round cake pan that I lined with parchment paper. So divide the batter into 2. But before baking, give the pan a good tap just to release some air bubbles. Then bake this at a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius for about 35 minutes, or until when you insert a toothpick in the middle and it comes out clean. So I've got equal amounts of chocolate in here, 12 ounces of baking chocolate and 12 ounces of cream. So what I'll do here is I'm gonna warm up the cream into the stove. It is important not to boil the cream. So just heat it until bubbles are start forming in the side. Just like this, you see on the sides bubbling. We can turn off the heat and add this to the chocolate. Let the chocolate submerge into the cream. And let it sit there for about a minute. And then after 3 minutes, give it a shake. And then start mixing the chocolate. If it doesn't melt in one go because your chocolate is too thick, put it in the microwave for 30 seconds and that will completely dissolve the chocolate. Once the chocolate is all dissolved and the ganache is glossy, like this, we can put this in the fridge to set up a little bit. Just like this. You can use all ganache in the cake, but I decided to use whipped cream as well. So I've got 3/4 cup of whipped cream here, 3 tablespoons of icing sugar, and 6 tablespoons of the ganache that we made before. So just whip up the cream or heavy cream until it is thick, just like this, and then add the 6 tablespoons of ganache. Again, this is optional, you don't have to do this. And then set this aside. This will be our filling. Then this is what the cake looks like after baking. Again, with the chiffon cake, we have to turn the pan upside down and let it cool down completely. So the cake has now cooled down completely. So we're just gonna remove it from the pan. So using a spatula or a knife, just run it to the sides of the cake to release it from the pan. And now I'm just gonna remove the dome of the cake so we can have a flat surface. I am using a toothpick as my guide. So when I cut the cake, I know exactly where they should go. I'll show you later what's the purpose of the toothpick. So it doesn't matter even if you didn't cut the cake in perfectly, it will still be flat. So do this procedure to the other cake so we can have 4 layers. Then once we've done that, we can start icing the cake. So spread about a thin layer of the whipped cream that we prepared before. Don't put too much or else it's gonna ooze out. So just align the second layer of the cake with the toothpick. That will ensure that the cake is level. And then continue icing. Don't forget to remove the toothpick. And then now we can start icing the side of the cake with the ganache. So again, I'm starting at the sides of the cake. And then on the top, spreading it evenly. And now all you need to do is to tidy up the sides and the top. And once you're happy with it, you can start decorating. I'm using ganache as well for the decoration. I'm using 1M piping tip and I'm piping rosettes. Now the rest of the procedure that I'm gonna do will be totally optional. It's partly decoration purpose. So I have shaved chocolate in here that I'm putting in the middle. And then just to put a little bit of contrast to the brown chocolate color, I will be adding some fondant flowers that I prepared earlier. And this is our finished product. I hope you give them a try. It's really good. It's really delicious. My kids love it. And just to show you what it looks like inside when you cut it open. Again, thank you for watching. I'll see you again next week. Bye.